I would now like to present you an escape that was made famous well over 100 years by 100 years ago by a magician that, boy, in the history of magic, probably hands down #1 world's most famous guy. As I mentioned, he lived a little over 100 years ago. He was best known as an escape artist. He called himself an escapologist. That was his fancy name he came up with for a guy who basically escapes from stuff. Can anyone tell me the magician I'm talking about? Houdini, absolutely right. Still to this day, almost 100 years after his death, if you asked 100 people to name 5 magicians, one of the names most of them would come up with would be Harry Houdini. Now, as I mentioned, he was an escape artist. He escaped from handcuffs, shackles, leg irons, boy, jail cells, prison cells, you name it, he could escape from. I'm going to show you a handcuff escape that was made famous about 100 years ago by the late great Harry Houdini. Now, for this escape, I'm in need of the assistance of a strong gentleman from the audience to help me out. Need a strong guy from the audience to, boy, don't raise your hands all at once here. Let's see. How about, let's go with, how about this gentleman right here? Would you help me out, please? Come on up, give him a big hand. Coming up. Careful up the stairs. If I could get you to stand right over here, please. Your name, sir?
Brian.
Brian, nice to meet you, Brian. Brian, as I mentioned, we're going to try handcuff escape here, made famous by the late great Harry Houdini, using a pair of handcuffs. Now, when most of you think of a pair of handcuffs, you probably think of a traditional American-style pair of handcuffs, which is a metal bracelet design, ratchets down around the wrist, small piece of chain in between to limit the mobility of the hands. But not all handcuffs are designed like you may think, especially 100 years ago. For instance, for hundreds of years, the British used what was called a Derby handcuff. Kind of a solid metal C-shaped yoke. It went around the wrist, a bar went across, and a bolt went through it. I'm going to show you right now a replica of a pair of Siberian handcuffs, which would have been used about 100 years ago. First of all, we have this length of chain. Definitely looks a little different from what you would consider to be a normal pair of handcuffs. Why they use these? I have no idea. Probably costs a lot less to make, but nonetheless, this is what they use. It's about a 2-foot long length of chain. Metal ring a few inches from the bottom, another metal ring at the very bottom. If you check it out, make sure it's a good, strong piece of chain. Good, yeah. We also have here a padlock. If you would go ahead and check it out, lock it down, make sure it functions okay. April has a key there. Go ahead and unlock it. Works all right? Sure. Alrighty, if you'd hand April the key, and if you would take that piece of red fabric. Oh, actually, we'll wait on the red fabric. We're going to first go over the Siberian handcuffs. Very simple design, but very effective. Kind of one size fits all. Here's how they work. Take the end of the chain, feed it through the ring at the other end. It's then cinched down tight on the wrist. Is that tight on my wrist? Yes? Okay. It's then wrapped around the other wrist. If you would pull that chain straight down through that ring, pull it tight, mark a couple more links through there if you can. There we go. Lock the link closest to the ring so it can't come back through. Just put it right through the link there. Perfect. It's like you've done this before. Fantastic. Lock it down good. Good tight, yes? In fact, the sand's starting to turn a little purple, isn't it? And, ooh, the other one's catching up. Okay, now, my current record for escaping from the Siberian handcuffs is 45 seconds. Hopefully this evening, with your help, I'll be able to beat that record. If you grab a hold of that piece of red fabric, hold it by 2 top corners, step right over to this side of the table. Now, in just a moment, just a moment, you can turn face the audience. Now, in just a moment, I'm going to have you drape that cloth over my hands. Okay, then you're going to step over here and push the... Wow!
Technical.
Hopefully that won't happen to you. Okay, so what we're going to do is, I'm going to say go. You're going to drape the cloth over my hands. You're going to step over here and push the red button, and we'll just see how long it takes, okay? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right, everyone out there ready? I believe I'm ready, and go. Drape it over the hands. There you go, push the button there. Yep, go ahead and start up. Oh, hold on a second, I forgot there's a little safety catch here. Hang on. Let me get rid of that. There we go. Hang on, we're gonna try this again. If you would go ahead and pull the cloth up there. Make sure everything's still good and secure, yeah? Chain's tight, lock's good, yeah? Okay, we're going to give this another try. Ready, and go. Drape it over all the way over. There you go. Push the button. Push down firm. Push down firm. Get started. Go and push down hard. There you go. Way to be, man. You broke my... you know what? I guess I'm not going to be able to determine if I can beat my record of 45 seconds or not. By the way, if you verify that was definitely tight, lots of damage to the wrist, yes? Give him a big hand for helping out. Thanks very much. Careful back to your seat. Alrighty, let me give him another hand. He did a great job. His good sport coming up.